What's up, fam? So we all know earlier this week that Ilhan Omar, Congresswoman up out of Minnesota, got sprayed with this chemical. Made national, probably made world news, saying that she was attacked by some crazed, well, when she did her little interview afterwards, she brought up Donald Trump's name. It's funny how they always bring up, politicians always bring up the opposite parties, the opposite party, whether it be the president or anybody they run against, they'll bring up stuff about them, and probably has nothing to do with what happened. But anyway, I have questions about what happened. I had questions, so I waited a day or two to try to see how much information could come out, and so now I think we have plenty of information. So let's watch this news clip, and I'm gonna give my take, and I'm gonna want to hear your take in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight on air and streaming on KARE 11 Plus. I'm Julie Nelson.
And I'm Lauren Lemanchek. Right now, Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar is holding another public event after a scary incident at a town hall less than 24 hours ago.
Video captures the moment a suspect leaped toward the Congresswoman, spraying her with liquid from a syringe.
Now, we're going to pause because this is YouTube. Got to pause, try to keep getting my little pennies. But you saw, let's watch this again. This attack, and tell me what you know about this.
Video captures the moment a suspect leaped toward the Congresswoman, spraying her with liquid from a syringe.
So my issue is one, the man got up and sprayed her with a syringe at her clothes. He didn't spray her face. He didn't aim high. He sprayed at her chest, abdominal area. If somebody was trying to attack. Remember that guy who threw a shoe at President George W. Bush back in the day? He threw a shoe at him. Tried to hit him in the head. You know what I'm saying? This dude was standing inches, I'm going to say not even feet, inches from this woman and aimed at her chest. And then the second thing that got me, we're going to see this again.
Moment a suspect leaped toward the Congresswoman, spraying her with liquid from a syringe. Sources now tell
she
CNN.
Went to act like she was going to hit the dude. Okay, then let's watch from this view here. Let me see. Hold on. Let's watch from this funnel, this side view.
From a syringe. Sources now tell CNN that liquid was apple cider vinegar. The Congresswoman is okay and actually continued speaking shortly thereafter.
We also now know that the FBI
is... There's nobody in that front row moved. They was like, I don't know if they was in shock or in awe. It was no fight or flight in any of them. The old man was like, shoot, man, I'm too old to do anything about this. But I also want y'all to look at this guy here. I want you to watch his motions. We ain't got 19 seconds to watch this.
Sources now tell CNN that liquid was apple cider vinegar. The Congresswoman is okay.
The man looks like he's inebriated, like he may be drunk. That's what I thought when I first saw him. Like he just was out of it. Where in the hell did he get apple cider vinegar? All that drinking like he could have done. He probably could have used his own juices. Probably had enough in him. Probably peeing right now as we speak.
And actually continued speaking shortly thereafter.
We also now know that the FBI is taking over that case after local police arrested Anthony Kazmierzak, who's tentatively facing assault charges. At this hour, Omar's at Carmel Mall, a hub of the Somali businesses in South Minneapolis.
Our Jennifer Hoff is there too, and she spoke with security experts about the growing threats to lawmakers. Jennifer?
Lauren and Julie, Omar is joining a Massachusetts congresswoman to tour this space here behind me, the mall that you mentioned, that Omar says has seen significant decline in business since President Trump's immigration crackdown.
My issue too, I'm thinking about what just happened, what we just watched happen. You're a politician and there are a lot of people who are not in your squad. You got ICE out there. You got Donald Trump now. Donald Trump has brought out the worst in a lot of people. People want to say racism was dead when the fake black president was put in. but racism never died. Matter of fact, I think it got worse when the fake black president got put in, and then Donald Trump just made it feel a little more comfortable with their racism. I say he racist. I'm just saying the people that followed him felt a little more comfortable in their racism, in their racist ways. It just don't make sense not to have security at the door. I'm a person who will be quick to say, sometimes you got to judge a book by its cover. If you see a dude walk in looking like that, and they were kind of close, I will say that, small quarters. It's not like a mayor or a student or like not like a mayor or a school, like a school board meeting or nothing. Hell, even a school board meeting, you ain't that close. But I feel there should have been a little more security. And they say she's worth what, $30 million? They're investigating that right now. So you would think she would have a little more security that would be a little closer to her, that would pay attention to things like that, be ready for things like this. But what got me also after this attack was that the woman, one of the women that was seated next to her, was telling her she can't talk, she need to go to the hospital and get checked out, and she refused to do it. That's what makes a lot of folk believe that this was a fake attack, that she was trying to get that Donald Trump shot in the ear with a phantom bullet reaction. You know, that fight. You know, she's ready for that reaction, trying to get that, saying, hey, they're going to attack us and Donald Trump, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh my gosh, like, wow. Like, what are you going to do for the people? What are you doing about your people stealing all this money? You know, letting this snow bunny coerce them to take all this dang on money. Now they getting all caught up in doing time and stuff and making your whole community look bad when she was the one who started it all. But anyway, like I said, that's what made people think this was not real. This was staged, because one, like I said, he sprayed her with apple cider vinegar. He could have sprayed with anything. I'm not gonna name things he could have sprayed her with, but he could have sprayed with anything. Then spray her in the face, like he wasn't trying to harm her. I don't even know what he said to her, but I know even she said she couldn't understand what he said to her. Then she acted like she wanted to go fight the dude, like she was gonna hit the dude. Then gonna say, well, I came from a war-torn country. Woman, you was a child when that went on. You weren't even a teenager when you escaped your war-torn country back then. It ain't like he was on the front line fighting with AKs and AR-15s. Come on now, let's be honest. It's like me saying, you know, I grew up in Grove Village. Over about Grove Village. I was out of Grove, and the people from PG, Pleasant Grove, part of Dallas. Let me say that to the nation. But from the people who from PG, Texas in the 80s and 90s, you know what Grove Village is. And you know how it was back then. It's showing the hill ain't got no better. The entire PG, Texas ain't got no better. But that's like me saying, man, I grew up in, you know what I'm saying, Grove Village back when I was 6 years old. We know here we moved out of Grove Village and moved to the east side, to the East Pleasant Grove. But anyway.
Security experts also telling me today that what happened last night should be a warning for everybody and should also be on everybody's radar as they look to new security protocols. While that suspect's nephew tells me that he is not at all surprised at what happened.
And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
An attack on Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar caught on camera at a town hall event last night. A man leaping from near the front row using a syringe to spray her with what sources now tell CNN was apple cider vinegar. Security taking down Anthony Kazmierzak, booked in jail and tentatively facing assault charges. His criminal history, mostly traffic citations, but includes at least 10 DUIs.
She's just a symbol for something that he doesn't like.
Kazmierzak's own nephew, Shepard Weiserman, confirming his uncle struggles with substance abuse and attacked Omar because he disagrees with her political views, even writing a letter to her office today offering an apology.
And when you look at the syringe,
agrees with her political views, even writing a letter to her office today.
Used to.
Affirming his uncle struggles with substance abuse and attacked Omar because he disagrees with her political views.
And look, the syringe still has fluid in it. Yeah, that dude was off. He got a mental illness. That's what they're gonna use. They're gonna say he has a mental illness. They're gonna put him in the hospital. Probably give him some rehab. Probably give him a little money. Say thank you for pulling this off. Now we look like martyrs, and it's only gonna make her look better, and people gonna love her, and then she'll mess around and become president of the United States because somebody shot some apple cider vinegar at her. But anyway,
even writing a letter to her office today offering an apology.
I don't think
foul mouth. Her and Jasmine Crockett, boy, they got foul mouths.
she deserves that. We should be treating each other with dignity and respect.
We will continue this.
President Trump has frequently criticized the Congresswoman, stepping up verbal attacks while focused on Minneapolis as threats against lawmakers continue to rise overall.
And everybody should be learning from this across the spectrum.
Former Secret Service member Mike Olson suggests a larger buffer between the audience and any podium and registering guests ahead of time to flag any potential bad behavior, saying last night's event should have been evacuated.
Certainly if budgets aren't issued.
Exactly. That's why I didn't understand. Like, this man shot a foreign substance. Nobody knew what it was at the time, supposedly. Who cares if she's talking about, I'm gonna keep talking this and third. Like when President Trump got shot in the ear. Shoot, they ended that. Took that man to the what was that, the limo or whatever they were driving in, and took off. That was it. That was over with. It was over with. And the dude that did it, he was gunned down like immediately, but still, that was done. So I don't understand why the heck she thought she was gonna keep talking. Yeah, the people around her, they need to be fired because they don't have her best interest at heart. They just want to do what she say do, but not do what's best for her.
Ability to bring in security to, plan for everything. Staff can be trained to some of the basic things that can be done.
And the Congresswoman's event here at Karma Mall is expected to last until at least 5:30. We do plan to join in on that and ask her and her team some questions about whether there is any new security upgrades from last night. And you can expect to hear from her and have another live report on this coming up still tonight at 6 o'clock. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Jen.
Oh, yeah. To give my take, I'm still skeptical on what happened because, number one, I don't trust the government. As far as I can throw them, they still ain't told you who took out y'all president back in 1963. Still trying to hide that. Still trying to hide people in the Epstein files. Martin Luther King's assassination. They ain't told the truth on that. Should you watch TV shows like the show like 24, and they show how how God tries to stop a terrorist attack, and he got like 24 hours to do it. They say that stuff is real. Things like that is real. Guys who go out and take out leaders or prominent people in the world and make it look like accidents or like stage events to make it look a certain way. That stuff is real. So why would I think that this would be no different? Like Jay-Z said, we don't believe you. You need more people. I need more witnesses, man, because this is, I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna continue to watch it. We're gonna see if they keep it in the news or if they throw it on the rug, real quick and try to move on to the next story. But tell me what you think. Do you think it was real? Or do you think it was staged or what? Leave your comments below. Share with the world. Have intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side.